Welcome to Deep Heights. My name is Deborah. Today we're going to do a reading. We're going to use some oracle decks and we're going to use tarot, of course. We're going to use our heart, our mind, our intuition. We're going to feel. We're going to listen. I'm going to listen. But we listen, you know what I mean. And there's always something to be said. I never know what's going to be said. I'm always interested in what will be said, what the cards have to say, what Spirit has to say. Let's get started. Let's set the tone with the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. Whoop. We'll go from there. We'll feel it out. Emergence. I'm coming out. Can't sing. Not very well. Emergence. Coming out. You know, I feel a firefly energy. You know, this excitement of having been within. And, you know, when we withdraw from the world or other people and, you know, to go through a change or to correct something about ourselves or to study, to learn, to grow. And we're ready to emerge. You know, these reds and purples with this star right there in the middle, this light. It's like the birth of a star. You're being born as a star. I feel this angelic, I don't know, like, or hear the glory of song in the heavens. How Tolkien or C.S. Lewis talked about the singing of worlds, the singing of the beginning of the world, these great symphonies of harmony, and this is you joining in with that. They're singing to you, and you're responding. Because to become a star, you must create yourself in that way and teach yourself. You must no, you're alone in space, and you emerge. And it's like in the heavens, all the stars are apart. Each star is itself, but they're. I know that the stars are grouped into constellations, but just as a whole of the night sky, the expanse of living light in the universe, and the majesty of that, it's more than an accomplishment. It's not like something that you would just do. You know, you don't study to become a star. This is a living process that not everyone is able to do this, to emerge as a star in the heavens, and have the other stars sing to you, sing you, welcome you to the sky. That's very beautiful. I almost want to sit silently with that, because it's so Geo the slow is on the bottom here. You know, that's a long process. It's, ooh, wow. Emerging as a star. Singing. You know, singing without the voice, you know, the something that would come from the depths of you that sounds and reverberates through the universe. I don't even know if there's a word for that. Whoa. The singer of courage. Now there's a lot of glare on these cards on my camera. But the singer of courage. The singers in the fairy deck are kind of like angels. They're angelic. Just call them angels or spirit, ether, spiritual beings. The singer of courage. This card has the look of like a deer, you know, and that would make me think of a stag, which is very brave in the forest. Maybe that's could be a spirit guide. That energy could be important for you. The stag, the singer of courage. And thinking of the stag, and it also looks feminine. Courage isn't necessarily masculine or feminine trait. Women can be courageous as well, having heart. You know, when do we show courage? And bravery. Talking about that singing, you know, maybe it's been a process of, because it is a lonely process. It's a process that must be undergone alone, and you have to have the courage for that. I mean, we could talk about heroism and slaying dragons, you know, fighting evil external. This is internal. If you're all alone, and whatever process you've had to undergo to become a star is uniquely your own, and it's required courage. And to even sing that song alone is courageous, because people will think you're weird. There's that girl with her cards, that strange girl reading tarot, singing her song. Ha ha ha. Whatever it is that you do. Laughing at your dreams, you know. But when you emerge, it's this pure star of light. It's bright. Who cares what anyone else says? And that takes courage to keep singing, to keep on singing. Because you aren't alone, like I said. Your song, your being, there are echoes in the universe. Spirit, because I feel like this is beyond just nature. This is going into something different, not disregarding nature, because I love nature, but this is like it's different. Okay. Emergence, the singer of courage, the bravery that it takes to come out as well. Because it can be comfortable within. And if you haven't emerged, if you've not emerged yet, or you're afraid, you should. Because something is singing to you. Come out. Are you going to sing back? I hope you do. Okay, let's see. Who else? What else? Ooh, something flipped and flipped back. Who else would like to speak with us about the emergence? Oh, quite a few. Yeah. Actually, these two came out and I was going to put them back, but no. Okay. So we have Ilba the Retriever and the Topsy-Turvets. Ilba is a safeguard for precious things that we think we've lost. But with the emergence and talking about things that you've created, you know, Ilba is a retriever. And he holds on to something until you're ready for it. Maybe Ilba has been waiting for you to transform, to change. Maybe that pearl, you see, whatever it is, whatever this represents to you that he's holding, and he's got it, and he's kind, and he's loving. This creature, his face is so kind, and he's just looking at you like, lovingly, with patience. It's like when you're ready. But you're ready. He has it here for you. Maybe this little pearl, this is your star that you've been creating. And here we have the topsy-turvets, and this is everything changing. This is everything turning upside down. This is your life being shaken, everything in your life completely being shaken, the emergence, everything is turning upside down. Something in your life is drastically changing. You're being called. It's time to come out. It's time. And it's going to take courage because you might have to do it alone. Or you're going to feel like you're alone. And the topsy-turvets, these kind of remind me of in the labyrinth, the Jim Henson's labyrinth, Jared the Goblin King, his goblins, and they do the dance, magic dance, and then they have the ones who their heads come off, and they're like, she threw my head. The topsy-turvets, I feel, are definitely other people's energy, too, and maybe different people having different opinions about what you're doing and not understanding, and why are you making this choice, and why are you doing this, and this is definitely something you're going to be doing that's breaking the mold, breaking with tradition, something out of the ordinary for you. But it's your truth, it's your truth, because the emergence is the star, and the stars are life. The stars are all the beauty of the heavens. We take them for granted when we look up at the sky. Some people don't even look up anymore. They're too busy looking at their phone. We're all guilty of something, having our nose in a book, or, if you're on your phone and you're reading or you're researching, or whatever it is that you do. I'm not saying that we always need to be staring into the heavens, but looking up and taking that in, and what are stars? more than just balls of gas. Come on. Okay. We're gonna start with the Crowley deck, with the Thoth deck, and we're gonna see what this emergence is talking about. About this. Ooh, something's flipped. The Nine of Cups flipped. Yeah, you're so ready. It's like you're bursting at the seams. You alone, you, just you, and I can feel it. Like I'm gonna start leaking. I'm gonna start crying. So much joy. The Death card on the bottom. You've been digging in the dirt, transforming the dark, cutting away all that's false. Alone, and turning your life upside down. The topsy-turvy. It's everything. Other people, and you've been in the depths. This is Jupiter in Pisces. And this, of course, is the 8th house of Scorpio. This would be Jupiter and Neptune. Like just rising from the depths. And with Jupiter, the 9th house, I would thinking about philosophy, love, the love of the process of, and it's art, of course. Jupiter is the art card. Self-creation, the change. Okay, sorry. I get lost in the cards sometimes because I think that they're just fascinating and beautiful and they're alive. But the emergence, the Nine of Cups, you are emotion. This is you're so happy and just bubbling. You're just like very high vibrational here. Yeah. But a lot of joy. I feel a lot of joy. The Nine of Cups. Let's see where you've been. May I get a card where what's this road been like? What's this process that you've been through? The Death card kind of said that was on the bottom of the deck, but just what let's see where we've been. Knight of Cups. Princess of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You've been in the deeps, you've been in the water. This card reminds me of The Little Mermaid of Ariel, and I know that that's kind of childish. It would seem kind of juvenile, but that's the vibe that I'm picking up from it really strongly right now of love. You know, when Ariel, in the beginning, when she's floating through, she goes through all of her things, and she wants to be part of that world, to be part of a different world, because she wants love. You know, it's about love, and but she never felt like she belonged, right? And the sea, and the Knight of Cups, he's emerging. But this is, a transformation from the, say, a lack of maturity with the Princess of Cups. The Knight of Cups has matured. He is emerging victorious. Tsarian, this is a card of emotional intelligence, which I love. I love that. Emotional intelligence with this card. This is a masculine energy. There's the peacock there, but he's got the crab. So we know it's a masculine, but harmonized with that feminine emotion. Not that you're a man or a woman, but it's the harmonization of them. Emotional intelligence of heart and the mind working together. And the happiness of that. The blue here. The white horse. He has wings flying out of the water, the depths. That would be your Jupiter and Pisces, the wings, the flight, the movement. It's like you emerging as an emotionally, intellectually balanced, but more than just balanced, that you've maturity as well. Ten of Swords on the bottom. Pain. The 3-3 of Swords with the Ace of Swords. You know, a lot of pain and then the clarity. Okay. Still feels good. Still feels really good. Okay. Wow, so the Emergence. Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Kind of like what I was saying. You're coming out. And you're being seen. You're seen. You're seen. You're on fire. You're this beautiful blue star. Or whatever color you pick to be. Okay. Let's talk about the Singer of Courage. Because I think, oh, the wheel. I think this is twofold with the Singer of Courage. That it's taken courage for you to go through this process. It's going to continue to take courage for you to emerge. But there's also the unseen, you know, that is singing to you support. That other part of the heavens, the host. And not in a way to support you or to prop you up, but because they've undergone the process as well. And maybe you don't hear them, or maybe you don't see them, but it reaches you somehow. In a moment, maybe you're afraid it's going to reach you. It reaches you. And you have to have the courage to know or to endure or continue to endure, because I feel like that plays a part. Never really sure if these make sense when I'm in the middle of them. Okay, what may we know about the Singer of Courage? The Knight of Discs. Steadfast. Strong. He's an oak. He's an oak in the storm. Unmovable. Maybe you break some of his branches, but you don't uproot him. He will not be uprooted. He's brave. Courageous. Look at him. He's up. He has the on his hood that here. I don't know if it's an elk or a stag, but it's a stag. He's the king of the forest. He's Earth. This is Virgo. Virgoan energy. That oak that grows, that continues to grow. The mutable earth, the mutability from the root, you know, that's in the earth to the heavens, because it digs deep into the earth. A tree, the roots dig deep into the earth and its branches, and it grows out into the heavens. The courage. Where do you take courage from in the physical life? You know, discs are about what we do in the earthly realm. Masculine energy here. Men or women, because women we brave too. Okay. What else may we know about the Singer of Courage with the Knight of Discs? What is the Knight of Discs saying? I feel like he's a guide. This is a guide. What may we know about the Knight of Discs? Two of Cups. I don't feel like this is a love reading, and I don't feel like Let's get another. That threw me off a little bit, to be honest. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, so we have the Ace of Discs with the Four of Wands reversed. Oh, okay. So, with the Knight of Discs with the Singer of Courage, one way to look at this is that it's an opportunity to, I mean, you could say it could be to come together with a partner, a new opportunity to come together with a partner, to create a harmonious union that isn't had yet, or perhaps in the past because of some imbalances you didn't have. That's interesting. But this feels more than you know, than just coming together with another person. This would just be you, like the star energy. This is Venus and Cancer. But I kind of get a star energy vibe from this, of you completely harmonized. I was saying, of you overflowing love. So we had the Ace of Discs come out with the Four of Wands reversed. I hate to use Harry Potter. Not that I hate to use Harry Potter, that I dislike Harry Potter, but sometimes this card reminds me of a snitch, you know, in the Quidditch, that it moves, in that it glitters and it moves. That with the Ace of Discs, this one right now and has to be caught. You have to catch this opportunity, and you have to be fast. You have to be fast. Now, the Knight of Discs is traditionally, he's not a fast mover. I kind of disagree. I just think he takes his time. He's steady and he's sure. Virgo energy is not slow. It's will get exactly what it wants, and it will snatch it up. But it's done some studying first, and I think in that way it's been slow. Because it wants whatever it wants to be pure. I don't want to get bogged down right here, just because I feel like the Two of Cups threw me off a little. Okay, maybe it will reveal itself, because right now it is not. Okay, let's talk about Ilba and the Topsy-Turvets. What may we know about Ilba? Woo! Okay. Sorry. Get my thing straight. when I'm not reading, doing a video, like I'll sit and I'll look at whatever it is I'm not understanding until I understand it. So it's hard for me to move on when there's something sitting there that um, I'm not seeing clearly. Five of Discs, Ilba. This is something that is necessary. The Five of Discs is like a rite of passage, and you don't get anywhere. There's a star reversed here. This card. Which would, and it's Mercury in Taurus. Very sturdy. It slows Mercury down. Topsy-turvy's Mercury, because Mercury's very quick. Taurus is earth energy, fixed earth. You know, it's Mercury's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, like mud in his mouth. Yeah, mud in your mouth. I don't know why. Maybe that's why Il was looking at you like, you poor thing. We've all been there. But what I like about this card and the way that it moves, like these discs are moving to reveal the sun, the light in the background, that it's moving, you know, and like the topsy-turvets, it's not always, or it's like the wheel, you know, it's going to continue to move. You might be upside down, but then you're going to continue to move through this really difficult time of change, and you're going to emerge into the sun, and I think that's definitely what's happening. Hmm. Okay. The Tower. Hmm. This is like that outside call to crack your shell, to crack whatever it is that needs to be cracked to get you to open. Anything that has not served you is going to fall away, is falling away. And I think that they go together, you know, Ilba with the topsy-turvets and the Five of Discs with the Tower. That whatever this is really changing your life. It's going to change your life greatly. After the 16 is the Star card. After the Tower, which is 16, comes the Star card, which is 17. Maybe that's where the Two of Cups comes in. That this hasn't happened yet with the Two of Cups. Or if it has happened and you have caught the snitch, so to say, with the Ace of Discs. The Four of Wands here being reversed kind of makes me take pause. Could be speaking with this Tower and this topsy-turvets that you're going to have that courage. Yeah. Just the way that they've come out maybe has kind of got me thrown off. But you're going to have this courage when you emerge, because it feels like you're going to really need the stability and strength of this oak with the Four of Wands reversed. This is like an earthquake, you know, this there's the wheel here. And I almost feel like when the Four of Wands is upright here in this card and the image here, that it rolls smoothly, you know, like if this is the earth and the earth turning. That the Four of Wands reversed is like earthquake, and these each one of these, like this is the dove and then you have the ram, and they come out of this circle a little bit. They like come out, so if it was rolling it would like be bumpy, so it's definitely bumpy, topsy-turvy. It's you know, yeah, with the tower. I think that there's also the possibility for you to lose if you don't have the courage as you are emerging. You're going to lose what you've created, but Ilba will be there to retrieve it for you. And Ilba could represent spirit. Do we get chances and we blow it? And if we blow our chance, if we emerge and we blow it, our star blows. What happens? You know, to the effort or to the purity that was there? You know, is that what he's holding on to, that purity? And it's held for you? Is this a part of you? Maybe Ilva's like your higher self. I don't know. There's always danger on the road. I mean, and always, even in the skies, there's cataclysms in the skies. You know, if the stars are fixed. I was just reading something, I don't remember what it was, that said that the Earth had already changed its axis like a few times since the beginning of the creation of the world, that had already been turned upside down. The Ace of Discs could be what Ilva is holding. This is the earthly manifestation of you as a star. You know, are you able to do it? If spiritually speaking, when we talk about you being a star, that's your soul, your spirit, your essence of who you are as a part of spirit, everything. Excuse me, the Ace of Discs. It's an opportunity to manifest with that and to create from that place, that emergence, the courage to create and sing your song and do whatever it is that you do, your work, your vocation, something that you're building and creating is going to take courage. Creating with that star energy, that authenticity, that purity, that pure place. I just want to keep saying that over and over. Okay. Let's get a card from the sisters. Let's talk about this star, sisters. You can't make it up, I'm telling you. You can't. So what comes out is shine and healing. I'm trying to hold them up where the light doesn't glare on them too much. So there's healing and shine. really being asked to emerge and shine your light. Maybe whatever it is, you're healing. Your light, your trying to find the word, your frequency, whatever you pulsate out with that star, that shine, that movement, that life, that it's healing. It's healing. It can help others, even if you help one person. And even if that one person you help isn't for 15 or 20 years down the road. You must shine. You're being called to shine. You're being called to mature, to step into whatever role it is that you have created yourself for, and you want it. I know you want it. I can see it. I can feel it. Because it brings you so much joy, and you just want to give it. Now, I'm not saying go and bleed for the world. No. But it's like you can't help but shine. Because you've found your own ability to create yourself and emerge and shine for however long you shine. And you're singing this healing. Get a righter weight. We'll close on this shine and healing. So the Seven of Wands, the Tower again. You're going to have to fight. You really are. Whatever you're going to have to fight, it's definitely going to take courage on your part. This is a card of valor, bravery. Because you're going to be standing on your own, but you can be victorious. He's victorious here against the many, the one star. You're a fighting star, a warrior star. Tower. I took out the Zillage tarot. I think I'd like to get they want to talk. I was going to close, but they want to speak, so we'll let them speak. What do you have to say about this this emergence, this star, this fight to shine, this courage, this bravery? It's going to be needed. Really beautiful cards here. They're very beautiful to look at, just together. And it feels this really nice mix between earth and ether. If that makes sense. Like, it's very brown and rooted with this red, and then we have a lot of blues. The black background, the night sky. So, that's interesting. So the Chariot reversed with the High Priestess here. And the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You're gonna have to, you're gonna be breaking with tradition. Like I said. the Chariot reversed here, and the vibe I'm getting from this Hierophant. 10 of Wands beneath Hierophant. There are no roads. It's a road that hasn't been traveled. You're going to have to follow your heart, your intuition. You're getting that guidance from another realm, from another... It's inexpressible. There isn't language for it because it doesn't come from speech. It comes from somewhere else. You know, and that's what the High Priestess is saying here. If you look at the imagery in this card, it depicts the Hierophant, you know, like a pope, and he's got the different crosses there, but you see how he looks very constructed. He looks constructed and rigid. He has a lot of he's square. He's a square. He's all angles, you know. And the priestess here, she's movement and flow. He's speech and she's silence. Here. Listening to your heart, singing that song from the heart, you know. Maybe my words, you know, because trying to express the inexpressible. That's what this is about. Sharing a feeling. Emerging. Having the courage. The courage to shine. Don't be afraid. Even if you're alone and people will laugh at you. Let them laugh. Maybe it hurts some. Makes you feel alone. You're outside. And this call to shine might have turned your world upside down. But there's a unicorn here. It's the mythical journey. It's the call of the myth, you know, that journey, being a star. Take courage, my friend. I hope to see you again.